competition are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we see the number 7 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Moss. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Lane.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again. Caught near the goal line. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection. between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. Let's talk about a great way to start this game, Kirk, setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You could tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Gonna run it. It's Allen. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Back to throw. It's Davis. It's a short completion at the tight end. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this. And the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Early on in the football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To the air, it's Davis. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And it's complete downfield. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Allen. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Using his legs, it's Allen. And they'll stop him after a short gain. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready?
Makes a quick grab. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orangeman. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Just ran away from the defense.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. Runs through the defender.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across midfield. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, this is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Moss. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for anybody that they put on him today.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Play action here on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Ball handed off. Breaks loose at the 45. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps every...
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
First down sack. Pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Dropping back. It's Davis. Snags the quick throw. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. And the ball is away from his own end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking downfield. It's Davis. Dunks a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
Caught behind the line. It's James. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. They call the counter run here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And it'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
To throw, it's Davis. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Syracuse. This quarterback on fire today. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good, but still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And here's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
On the double.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Soccer with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Back to throw. It's Davis. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. It's caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete, trying to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, when you dial up man-to-man coverage, a lot of times you'll see that free safety back in center field. Here, because of so many receivers, he has to come up and play man coverage. Does a heck of a job of being in phase with the receiver and then getting his eyes up to knock that ball away. Nice play.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gadsden. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Back to pass. It's Davis. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Orangeman. Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking for some space. It's Allen. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass. It's Davis. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Syracuse. Will take the lead in the second half. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field. It's Moss. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
And the Trojans have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Even though that was incomplete, it was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, SC. Strong game by this quarterback.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Movement here from the tight end. Ball handed off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Syracuse will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Orangemen. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're going to run it. Fights through the tackler. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Dropping back. It's Moss. He's moving out of the pocket. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Looking to chuck it again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Moss. Gets rid of it on the move. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Southern California. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Fights through a tackle. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Allen. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To the air, it's Davis. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Cricket.
Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, Syracuse. They jump in front here in the 4th. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Makes a quick catch. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Branch. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. They'll try a pass here. Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Crowd trying to help out here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? And the offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
On the run here, lets it go. Oh, he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Well, the coach was kind of expected to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.